Hey guys, it's Emma Vigeland with TYT Politics with, in my opinion, some extremely disturbing news. The United States Air Force just dropped a 21,000-pound bomb in eastern Afghanistan. This is the first ever use of this weapon in combat. It is unprecedented. It has been used in testing, but not in combat. It is called the Massive Ordnance Air Blast Bomb, and for short, it's the MOAB. It's a 21,600-pound GPS-guided munition that is America's most powerful non-nuclear bomb, so they went right to the top of the list with this one. According to military officials, it was dropped in a heavily ISIS-populated area where ISIS tunnels and personnel were. This area was within the Nangarhar province, I want to get that right, in Afghanistan, which has a population, the entire province, of about 1,436,000 people. A spokesperson for the U.S. Department of Defense confirmed that the MC-130 aircraft dropped a GBU-43 bomb at 7 p.m. local time. The weapon is known as by the U.S. Air Force by its nickname, MOAB, or Mother of All Bombs. Lovely. MOAB also stands for Massive Ordnance Air Blast, again, as I mentioned earlier. Retired Lieutenant Colonel Rick Francona told the broadcaster that the blast would feel like a nuclear weapon to anyone in the area. The MOAB apparently has a 1-mile blast radius. That is all I can tell you currently because the death toll has not yet been calculated, but the MOAB does have a 1-mile blast radius, and as this retired lieutenant colonel said, it would feel like a nuclear weapon to anyone in the blast radius or in the area. The military is currently assessing the damage. General John Nicholson, commander of the U.S. forces in Afghanistan, signed off on the use of the bomb, according to the sources. Authority had to be sought from General Joseph Votel, commander of the U.S. Central Command. This munition was developed during the Iraq War, so during the Bush administration, this weapon was developed. The definition of insanity, in my opinion, is doing the same thing over and over again. Albert Einstein, I believe, said it best, but expecting different results. If you guys know, the death toll in Iraq for civilians is in the hundreds of thousands. And the reason that ISIS is here in the first place is because we completely decimated that region and just pounded them into the ground with violence and belligerent violence. What people don't understand is that when a belligerent foreign power, when an imperialist power comes and exerts their force onto an area, it is rational. It is a rational choice for these rebel groups to fight back. Yes, are they clinging to the wrong ideology, a radical Islamist ideology? There, I said it. Yes, are they using the wrong methods to fight back? Absolutely. But to say or to believe that it is not a response to the United States overpowering force and violence, and to believe that is insane. And to continue that violence and be ignorant of what is sprouting out of that violence is also insane. It is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Will ISIS retaliate because of this? Yes. ISIS isn't confined to this one area. They will see what happened to the people that they believe are their brothers in arms, and they will retaliate. This kind of brute violence is not only cruel, it is an unintelligent way of exerting American force. It will come back to bite us. And God, you can't be sure, and I guarantee you that there were children and people unaffiliated with ISIS who are dead now because we dropped this massive bomb. How are we ever going to get out of this war, of these wars, of this cycle of violence, if we continue perpetuating the violence? And you know what's bad about this? Is I guarantee you this will bode well, and a lot of Americans are going to see this as a great use of the president's power. The bloodthirstiness with which we believe that American foreign policy should abide by is grotesque. I am in shock. I'm terrified to see the death tolls. Right now we don't have them, but again, this is all the information that we have right now. So Trump, with Bannon out of favor, who was a more isolationist influence on Trump, seems to be just, pounding that war drum and sending over as many bombs and missiles as he can. I cannot believe that he used this massive weapon. It's scary, man. So, yes, ISIS is horrifying, and they are clinging to an incorrect ideology. But they are clinging to that ideology because they need something to believe in when they are in an area that is economically decimated and also constantly plagued by violence. When you give people no other options, they turn to whatever they can to believe in. And that's the root of this perpetual war against terrorism that we are facing, is an economically decimated region that is looking for some way to fight back. And just pounding them into the ground even further is only going to exacerbate that terrible reality. Have a good day, guys.